JEE Mains 2024. Mathematics. Vector Algebra. Important Chapters, Questions Types and Tips. Hello everyone. Fellow learners and future engineers. Welcome back to our YouTube channel. Enlighten JEE, where we explore the exciting world of engineering and technology. Today, we are delving deep into vector algebra, a pivotal aspect of JEE Mains 2024 mathematics exam. I'll not only guide you through the essential chapters, important types of questions, of vector algebra in the upcoming JEE Mains 2024 mathematics exam but also share expert tips to secure high marks in this section. Let's start. Vector algebra weightage is around 4 to 8% in maths. Vector addition and subtraction, scalar and vector products, triple products, applications of vector algebra, proficiency in these areas can earn you valuable marks. Expected number of questions is 1 to 2, and carrying marks, 4 to 8. Essential chapters and points of vector algebra for JEE Main 2024. Number 1. Basic operations. Addition and subtraction of vectors. This includes questions involving finding the resultant vector, calculating magnitude and direction, and applying geometric rules. Scalar multiplication. This involves multiplying a vector by a constant and understanding the resulting changes in magnitude and direction. Finding the magnitude and direction of a vector. This requires applying formulas for calculating magnitude, norm, and direction angle, cosines, of vectors. Unit vectors. This involves finding vectors with magnitude equal to 1 and applying them in various calculations. Number 2. Applications of vector operations. Finding the angle between two vectors. This involves applying the dot product formula and trigonometric relationships. Projections of vectors. This involves finding the component of a vector along another vector and understanding its geometric interpretation. Area and volume of parallelograms and parallelepipeds. This involves using the cross product and formula for area volume based on vector magnitudes and angle. Work done by a force. This involves understanding the relationship between force, displacement, and work, and calculating work done using the dot product. Moment of a force. This involves understanding the concept of moment and calculating it using the cross product. Scalar triple product and vector triple product. This involves calculating these products using specific formulas and applying them to advanced vector algebra problems. Number 3. Equations of lines and planes. Finding the vector equation of a line and plane. This involves understanding the concept of direction vector and normal vector and applying formulas to represent lines and planes in vector form. Finding the direction vector and normal vector of a line and plane. This involves analyzing the given equation of a line or plane and extracting the relevant vector components. Intersection point of two lines or a line and a plane. This involves solving equations and applying vector algebra concepts to find the point of intersection. Distance between a point and a line or plane. This involves using various formulas and vector operations to calculate the shortest distance between a point and a geometric object. Equations of parallel and perpendicular lines and planes. This involves understanding the geometric relationships and applying vector algebra concepts to derive equations of parallel perpendicular lines and planes. Number 4. Geometric applications. Finding the vector equation of the line passing through two points. This involves applying the direction vector concept and using the given points to formulate the equation. Finding the equation of the plane passing through 3 points. This involves applying the normal vector concept and using the 3 points to formulate the equation. Finding the equation of the plane parallel to a given plane and passing through a point. This involves understanding the concept of parallel planes and applying it to derive the equation. Finding the equation of the plane perpendicular to a given line and passing through a point. This involves understanding the concept of perpendicularity and applying it to derive the equation. Finding the equation of the line perpendicular to two intersecting lines. This involves analyzing the geometric relationships and applying vector algebra concepts to derive the equation. Number 5. Vector relationships. Vector components in different coordinate systems. This involves understanding how to represent and transform vectors between different coordinate systems. Linear dependence and independence of vectors. This involves analyzing whether vectors can be expressed as linear combinations of other vectors and applying it to solve problems involving equations of lines and planes. Scalar and vector fields. This involves understanding the concept of fields where a vector or scalar quantity is associated with each point in space and applying it to solve problems involving potential fields, flow fields, etc. Divergence and curl of a vector field. This involves understanding these advanced vector operators and applying them to analyze and solve problems involving vector fields. Important types of question. Direct application of formulas. These questions test your understanding of basic vector algebra formulas for operations, properties, and calculations. Conceptual understanding. These questions require you to understand the underlying concepts of vectors, geometric relationships, and applications of vector algebra. Visualization and geometric interpretation. These questions involve visualizing vectors and geometric shapes and solving problems based on their relationships. Combined application of concepts. These questions test your ability to combine different vector algebra concepts and solve complex problems. By focusing on the important question types and practicing consistently, you can improve your understanding of vector algebra and score well in JEE Main 2024. Remember, a strong foundation in basic concepts and the ability to apply them logically is key to success in this topic. If this video was helpful, like, share, and subscribe. Best of luck on your JEE Mains journey. Keep studying and stay on the road to success. Until next time, happy learning.